Methods can of course operate not only on primitive types and strings, but also on any given object types. This means that as a parameter of a method, we can give an object. Additionally, methods can also return objects as results. Let's expand our previous example by an additional class, in which we'll define a method that will allow us to modify the amount of memory in a smartphone. So create a new Java class with a name smartphoneutils, and then let's define our method addMemory with some parameters. Additional memory. Method addMemory doesn't return any value, so the return type is void. But it accepts two parameters. First parameter is the smartphone we want to increase the amount of memory, and the second is the number that indicates how much memory is to be added. The implementation is very simple and boils down to the fact that we set a new amount of smartphone memory as the sum of the previous value and provided additional memory. Let's see how we can use our new method in our test class. First of all, we need to create the object of type smartphoneutils. And after, we choose our phone where we want to add some memory. For example, it can be our phone 1, and the additional memory like this, and after we want to print info about this phone. Let's run it. So, we have created object of type smartphoneutils. Then we assume that the client asks for more memory. For this purpose, we are invoking addMemory method, and we are verifying if the amount of memory has actually been increased. And as you can see, our method addMemory is working correctly. In Java, when passing objects as method arguments, we'll talk about passing by the reference. This means that the method parameter will be a copy of the reference pointing to the same object. It sounds a bit complicated, so it's easiest to look at it. We can see that both the phone1 reference in the main method and the smartphone reference, being a parameter of the addMemory method, point to the same object in memory. If we modify the object by reference, for example by writing smartphone.memory equals smartphone.memory plus additional memory, then we modify exactly the same object that we created in the main method and assign to phone1 reference. The principle is the same as the one we discussed in the previous lesson, distinguishing between reference and object.